Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. A modern home owned by Metro Networks creator David Saperstein is on the market for $115 million in a posh Malibu neighborhood. The home would be among the most expensive ever sold in the Los Angeles area if it sold for that price. Let's take a look inside the most expensive home in Malibu. Number 4, interior designer. Oracle's billionaire founder lives next door. From this tub you can see Larry Ellison, says show host Robert Frank of The Backyard View. He doesn't want to hear that, counters Scott Gillen, the home's planner.
You can look down at Larry Ellison from this pool.
He does not like to hear that.
The ritzy cliffside house, dubbed the New Castle, is named after another castle-like home that previously occupied the space, which burned down in a wildfire in 2007.
The New Castle. What made you think of that?
Well, it used to be the old castle.
There was a castle here?
There was a castle here.
The estate was rebuilt by Gillen, who drew influence from his unusual work experience. Upon entering, you are suddenly faced with a glass wine cellar that obscures the view outside. We didn't want you to see the ocean right away when you came through the front door, so we designed the rack to hide the water, Gillen says of the building.
When you come through the front door, we don't want you to see the ocean immediately, so we built the rack to disguise the water.
The house opens up past the wine rack to perfect views of the backyard pool and coastline below. Natural light pours in from the floor-to-ceiling walls. Gillen carefully designed each detail to serve a function and contribute to the overall aesthetic of the mansion, treating it as though it were a movie set. He states, when you don't bring the products together at the right place, at the right time, or at the right moment, they collide.
If you don't put the materials together in the right place at the right time, at the right moment, if you will, then they clash.
The house is a 15,500 square feet in size and has many custom-made parts, including a $20,000 adjustable desk and a $100,000 oval black walnut bathtub that Gillen built himself.
$85 million. Convince me that you're getting value for that money.
Number 3, in Malibu. Today, the word Malibu conjures up visions of an affluent neighborhood of Hollywood royalty and business leaders living in multi-million-dollar mansions along a strip of perfect beaches bordered by the southwest of the Pacific Ocean and on the landward side by canyon-edged mountains with the Pacific Coast Highway flowing through them. There was a time when the Pacific Coast Highway, mansions, and billionaires did not exist. The Chumash people lived in woven, branch-curved homes for thousands of years in this region. The Native American tribe named it Humilawo, which means loudly sounds the surf. The word Malibu evolved over several years from the original Humilawo nickname. The Chumash populated 3 of the Channel Islands and had coastal villages extending from what is now Morro Bay in the north to the Malibu in the south. They fished for swordfish in the Pacific using the Tomo plank canoe, which allowed them to capture both small and large prey. The construction of the canoe also required it to be paddled up and down the coast, making trade easier. Number 2, most expensive house. Currently, the record sale in Malibu is at $75 million for a nearly 10-acre estate purchased, in cash by a Russian billionaire. The seller is reported to be Howard Marks, the money manager behind Oak Tree Capital. By no means is $75 million the limit in Malibu, but these record sales represent the current market conditions. Malibu contains some very unique homes, such as a 747 wing house, which literally is topped by the wings of a 747 jet. The glass, steel, and cement structure is set in the mountainside, with floor-to-ceiling views from all rooms. Malibu Colony is now a gated community where most of the homes have a view of what is sometimes called the Queen's Necklace, the Southern California coastline stretching from Point Dume to the north to Santa Monica and then Palos Verdes to the south. The Malibu lands were once part of the 13,000-acre Rancho Topanga Malibu Sequoia, which was established in 1802. The ranch was bought by Frederick Hastings Ringe and his wife Mary Kay Ringe in 1891. Their house is also known as the Adamson House, and it is a California historical landmark. It is located in Malibu Creek State Park. More recent Malibu inhabitants, according to public records, include Herb Alpert, Pamela Anderson, Richard Dean Anderson, Jennifer Aniston, Simon Baker, Beck, Ben Bostrom, Ryan Braun, Jeff Bridges, Pierce Brosnan, Mark Burnett, Roma Downey, James Cameron, Adam Carolla, Cher, Miley Cyrus, Bette Davis, Giada De Laurentiis, Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert Downey Jr., Bob Dylan, Melissa Etheridge, Kenny G, Lady Gaga, Kevin Garnett, David Geffen, Whoopi Goldberg, Louis Gossett Jr., Matt Groening, Laird Hamilton, Tom Hanks, Anthony Hopkins, Janet Jackson, Jeffrey Katzenberg, Anthony Kiedis, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Page, Brad Paisley, Pink, Robert Redford, Rihanna, Axl Rose, Edward P. Roski, Rick Rubin, Tom Shaw, Steven Spielberg, Barbara Streisand. The 2.6-acre property in Paradise Cove is situated on a stretch of beachfront properties, many of which are purchased by actors and high-ranking executives. According to public records, a house owned by billionaire sports team owner Stan Kroenke and his partner, Walmart heiress Ann Walton Kroenke, is located next to the residence on one side. According to documents, the property is owned by Frank Mancuso Sr., the former chairman and chief executive of Paramount Pictures and MGM. A half-mile down the beach from the house is a home recently sold for $100 million by NBC Universal Vice Chairman Ron Meyer. The 10,600 square foot home features a foyer with soaring ceilings, a crystal chandelier and white marble floors, as well as an open-plan living, dining, and bathroom with access to the pool. A gym, lighted tennis court, 8-car garage, and a 20-seat theater with surround sound systems are also available. In addition, the house has its own private beach. Mr. Mandile claims that the home is particularly appealing now that coastal building restrictions in Malibu have been tightened. It's almost difficult to construct anything of this scale on the California coast in today's environment, he said. Mr. Saperstein is selling the Malibu property because he no longer spends any time on the West Coast, according to Mr. Mandile. Number 1, Exquisite Location. Malibu, the famous Southern California beach town known more for its star pedigree than its sleepy coastal feel, looks a lot different these days. Following a significant real estate slump in 2019 as a result of the catastrophic Woolsey fire, which burned over 400 houses, some lifelong tenants are leaving while developers build a new market of extravagant mansion listings for inspired billionaires. When NBC Universal's Ron Meyer sold his sprawling Malibu estate for $100 million to billionaire WhatsApp co-founder Jan Koum last fall, developers rushed to design luxury spec homes that have yet to gain momentum. Developer Scott Gillen's $500 million Malibu portfolio includes a $75 million estate on the former Malibu Castle site, and real estate analysts have invested a fortune selling these new listings, including a $75 million estate on the former Malibu Castle property. A philanthropist, Diana Jenkins, owns 27560 Pacific Coast Highway. This 7-bedroom, 10-bathroom gated estate sits on 2.9 acres with 256 feet of beach frontage at its own guardhouse. A screening space, recording studio, gourmet kitchen with butler's pantry, formal living and dining quarters, and a wine room are all included in the main residence. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.